Hello, beautiful souls. Today I was actually gonna focus, or at least I told you I was gonna focus on um, doing life path number 2 today. But I changed my mind because I skipped a couple of steps. Because every life path number 1 is made out of multiple numbers. This is also what I asked you to do. Um, if you generated your life path number, you can see the calculation, and you can also see what the last few digits are before you get to the final number. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go one by one with these different combinations that you can have, because for example, a 1 9, 1 plus 9 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. So today the video will be for 1 9 10s ones. So yeah, it's a bit weird how you have to say it, but this is for the 19 10s, and or 1 9 10s, not sure how you say that. Let's say 1 9 10s. That makes a little bit more sense, I guess. And then you will have the for example, the 2 8 10s and the 3 7 and so on and so forth. Yeah, so that's the first one is 1 9 equals 10 equals 1. All right, so I got a little excerpt again, and I'm gonna read some stuff, and I'll yeah, this is just some information. So life purpose of the 1 9 10 focuses on creative energy and integrity, channels magnetic energy, intuition, and inner gifts into positive creativity. Overcoming insecurity, addictions, and physical issues is a part of fulfilling their life purpose. And this is one. I think this is actually for all of the life path ones, but it's stated here specifically for the 1 9 10. Creativity and confidence. Creativity is central to the 1 9 10 life path. Insecurity and hypersensitivity are common challenges. I think hypersensitivity wasn't mentioned in the other one, so this is one that's I think specifically for this one. 1 9 10s need to find confidence and balance. All right, so here is some a list of some positive traits, and then we'll do some negative traits. So 1 9 10s have a magnetic personality. They have strong intuitive wisdom, can inspire and influence others, use intuitive gifts for healing and creative work. Confidence and sensitivity lead to fulfilling relationships, thrive with balanced exercise and a grounded diet. Alright, those are some nice traits. Negative traits. Repressed or explosive anger. Rigidly opinionated. Difficulty with intimacy. Shyness or shame can hinder openness. Possible struggles with addiction. So I already, I think I talked about most of these yesterday. That's actually not true. I think I didn't discuss. I only discussed the addiction one yesterday. So let's go through the list. Repressed or explosive anger. Okay, so I yeah, I think this is. Let's see if I can. I made kind of like a summary from a book. Let's see if I can find any more here. Okay, with when the energies of 1 9 10s are bound or held in, they create physical discomfort, tension, and pent up explosive anger, as well as problems with tobacco, alcohol, other drugs, or food. Okay, so pent up energy is what this is about. Tension. So I think this is one that it says on the positive traits that you thrive with a balanced exercise and a grounded diet. So focus on that, and I think those things will, yeah, they will disappear pretty much. Not sure if that's with everything, but yeah. And the other one, rigidly opinionated. These individuals zealously identify with causes, beliefs, or philosophies. Okay, I think I can get into that, because when if I take myself as an example, when I'm fully into, for example, now this time it's numerology. I'm fully into numerology, and if somebody suggests that maybe it's not 100% correct, I can be a bit rigid. While on the other hand, I know that it's not a 100% fit. So yeah, I can see how that works. Difficulty with intimacy. I have myself experienced that. They are so they say they are usually unmarried, divorced, or just difficult to live with. Okay, this is probably specifically for this type, because I think I'm actually really easy to live with. They alternate between acting shy and bossy, opinionated and insecure. Okay, yeah, I don't want to read everything from the book. I'm not even sure if it's legal to do it like this. So I just want to get some snippets here and there. And yeah, if you want to read the book, you can read it yourself, and I'll put a link in all of the videos so that you know where it came from. Let's put something here. Okay, put the link of the book in the description. Yeah, so I've written it down, otherwise I forget it. Yeah, so possible struggles with addiction, shyness, and shame can hinder openness. And the other way around works as well. Once you go into that shame, or into the subject of something that you're really sensitive about and really insecure, and you open up to people, you have the most amazing experiences. So I think this is a nice one for you. I'm not sure if let's see if anyone will do this. Put in the comments something that you're insecure about. Put it in the comments. And for the others, if you if you don't want to do this, or as a second step, if somebody is open about their insecurity, yeah, give them some love that they're doing this. So respond to at least 1 or 2 people that have openly shared their insecurity. Would really appreciate that. And it's a way to feel safe and feel seen. I think that's a really nice one. Okay, health. Unusual physical appearance and issues. Require less sleep when excited. Sensitivity to drugs and alcohol. Health benefits from energetic healing methods. Yeah, so here it says body, eyes, or face as physical issues. Yeah, I really see this. So my eyes, they were really watery this week when I wasn't feeling as well, and my eyes will be a little bit more, not like this, but I don't know how I look. I look different, and I always know that my when I was growing up, my mom would see my eyes and she would know that something was up. As the same for Sus, she knows when something's up with her kids, when something is wrong. And even a step further than that, you are probably really good at seeing that in other people as well. And maybe you also check them, you're gauging people through their eyes. So you're checking their reaction, their responses through their eyes, and by calibrating maybe even your responses to it. So that's how you measure people. So if energy blockages occur, you may have difficulties with your prostate, ovaries, lower back, or heart. And there's a couple of other things there as well. You are very sensitive to drugs and alcohol. You don't tolerate it as good as others. So it's best to avoid it altogether. Play around. This is what I'm playing around with right now. Play around with it. See what happens. For me, it's actually a little bit different. I tolerate it really well, and that's why I need really high dosage of drugs or alcohol, which gets me in trouble because it's even worse for your body if you have these big amounts of toxins in your body. Let's see. Things that work really well for you are massages, hypnosis, visualization, and acupuncture, body work, and a couple of other things that are in the same category as this. So all the energy healing things, they work really well for you. Let's see what else we have. Talents, work, and finances. This is a thing that I've been. It's actually skipping the relationships. I'll get back to that. But this is one. If you're trying to find your purpose right now, or you're trying to find where to go in life, what's your next step work-wise? What gifts can you use? I've been looking for this for almost 40 years now, and it's difficult. It's not that it's so easy that it's difficult, and also all your challenges that you have are not helping you out. So that was the case for me. So I would suggest to overcome the challenges as a number one, and we'll get through that in a bit, and also discuss it in the previous video. So getting over your insecurity, that's the biggest one for you. Okay, so let's dive into talents, work, and finances. Strong call to service and creativity. Intrinsic talents in creative arts, healing, counseling, or leadership. Success linked to overcoming insecurity and trusting intuition. Those are big ones. So with the intuition part, I really resonate with that. My head usually says something different than my gut. And I've learned to trust on my gut feeling and not my head. Overcoming insecurity, yeah, that's something that's on you. Maybe you've already overcome a lot of this, or maybe you've overcome it completely, but really focus on this one. And maybe you can even teach others how to do this, because this is such a big part of your life. Creative arts, healing, counseling, or leadership. Well, you can still go a lot of ways with just these four. But yeah, think about it and see if there's anything there that might help. Let's see if there's anything else. A community leader, also one of them. Okay, so relationships. 1, 9, 10s, they live alone up in their head. They need to pay attention to their mind with their heart. In other words, they only feel their heart when they move out of their head. Yeah, so I think this is for every type. If you're in your head, you're not in your heart. So move down from here to here and feel what you really want. And be present. When you're in your head, you're rarely present. I think there's only a couple exceptions where you are present, but mostly it's either something from the future, something that's gonna happen, or something that's already happened. And it's rarely that you're focusing on the here and now with your head. You have some anger issues. Those are the repressed, explosive energies that you have inside you, but you only have that if it's building up inside of you. So if you have, if your energies are flowing, you will not have this problem. And if you're in your head, you're making this bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think the part that we touched on before, about the openness, I think this is one of them as well. You need to be open about these things, talk about it, ventilate. Just vent and let it out, instead of keeping that energy inside yourself and creating this ticking time bomb. Intimacy doesn't come easily. They're anger at good relationships. Well, they're angry. I think there's some typos here. They're angry at intimate relationships, whether suppressed or expressed, come when they feel hurt or bossed around. They have to confront and clear a tendency towards shyness or shame before intimacy and openness can blossom. But like anyone else, you can change, and you can trust, and you can feel the love in your heart. Sexual relationships become a form of healing for all involved. That's a really powerful statement. And I've totally felt this a lot of times. This is what Marvin Gaye is talking about, sexual healing. So, sexual relationships become a form of healing for all involved. And while I agree with this, I also disagree with this, because the really shallow sexual relationships, and I'm gonna use the word prom, but you need to switch some letters around and put an N instead of the M. So if you have like this really prom sexual relationships, for me it's not healing, and that's maybe that's not for all the one the for all the ones. For me, it's really when I'm in this energy bubble with the other, and it's almost like you forget that you're having sex, because everything is energy at that point. And well, as I told in another video, I do semen retention, so I do shoot every now and again, but usually I don't. And when that energy is still in your body even after sex, now I said the word. It doesn't matter. I already said it. So it goes through your body, and everything is it feels like everything is glowing. Like my whole body is energy, which it is, but almost like it's light energy, and it's like pulsating through my whole body, and I feel that everything is warm, and it feels like this healing light. It's not even light, it feels thicker than light. It feels more like a healing liquid that's all in my body. That's the best I can describe it at this point in time. Yeah, if you have another way of describing this, and you have some experience with this, please let me know. I'm curious. But that is a big one. All right. There's a whole list of people that are 1, 9, 10s, but I don't know a lot of these people because it's an old book. But let's pick a few that I do know. Walt Disney, Gorbachev, Ron Hubbard, Florence Nightingale, and George Washington. So those are some big names. And there's Osho, Bhagwan Rajneesh. Osho, that's also Martin Luther, but it doesn't say king. And Dick Gregory, it doesn't ring a bell. There's some other names here as well. So, keys to fulfilling your destiny as a 1, 9, 1, 9, 10. 1. Establish a daily exercise routine. This is really important, and I suggest you get it out of the way first thing in the day, because that energy is already flowing. So this works best for me. On the other hand, when I have my football practice at 9 p.m., it's more like a burst of energy, and it works really well for me as well. But then it's more release, and if it's in the beginning from my day, it's more like setting the baseline of the day, and otherwise it's, I don't know what my energy level is, and then bam, I explode at the end, and now I start, and then my day goes a bit like this when I start off in the morning with my exercise routine. You do you, and just check what works for you. Engage in daily creativity. Yeah, just let those creative juices flow, and whatever works for you. Maybe it's painting, maybe it's writing, maybe it's singing, Maybe it's talking. Maybe it's like making something out of a clay. I don't know. Or braiding someone's hair. Or yeah, you name it. Or developing a game, developing an app. Just use your creativity daily. Trust and cultivate your intuition. So start trusting it, and I know you know what I mean. You have this. I can call it a voice or a feeling within yourself, or an energy within yourself, and it knows what is best for you. So, for example, if you walk down the street, you've had something like this. This is pretty common. You don't know why, but you get the feeling that you have to go inside that shop. It says go into the shop, and then your head says, I don't need anything from the shop. So why would I go into that shop? Doesn't make any sense. And right now, I'm urging you to just test it out. Just go into that shop. Just calm your mind, calm your ego, and just go into that shop and see what happens. I do that a lot, and there is a point to it actually. So, for example, I had this, and I went to that shop because it said I had to go there, and I found this beautiful necklace for my girlfriend that she wanted one for the last 2 years. She wanted a new one, and she couldn't find anything, and I just had this feeling I need to go into this shop. So I bought it for her birthday, and she's still wearing it every day, and she's super happy with it. So that's just a simple thing. Or sometimes I have this with a thrift shop as well. Like, I need to go in here. Okay, let's go. I don't need anything, but let's go. And then I find something. Sometimes it's for me, sometimes it's for someone else, but I just find something that makes someone happy, and cultivate it. So practice it, listen to it more and more, and you'll you can train it like a muscle. So it will start talking to you more because you're letting it. Okay. Open up to your feelings and sensitivity. Let's see if there's something. Open up to your heart, let your feelings and sensitivity show. Yeah, play around with this one as well. It's a really good one. I promise you this. And I'm not gonna spoil anything on this one. Just try it. Just see what happens. What are some useful questions when you are 1, 9, 10? So reflect on these. How do I use my creative energy? Maybe write these down, so you can put them in your notes somewhere, and ask them occasionally. So, number 1, how do I use my creative energy? In what ways can I create a healthier body? So, in what ways can I create a healthier body? Can I let go, surrender, and show my vulnerability? Can I let go, surrender, and show my vulnerability? Have I found the courage to be different? Have I found the courage to be different? Alright, now that you've written them down, I think a lot of things popped into your head already. And like I said yesterday, you are different, you work different, so you can be different. And please don't compare yourself to others that aren't 1s or 11s, because it's no use. You work differently. You're based on your energy, on your creative energy, and that's how you work. So be kind to yourself. When things don't work out for you like they work out for anyone else, it doesn't matter, because it's not how you work. So if others are telling you, oh, but that's such a bad idea because this of this and this, those are all head statements, and you're not the head statement type. You're more of the energy type and the feeling into it type. So you can be different, you have to be different, and why wouldn't, and this is something to actually not be insecure about. This is something to be proud about. Just be proud that you are different, that you're not the same, and that you have a unique path, because your path is different, because you are wired different. Okay, if any of these questions that you just asked yourself, if they generate any insights, how might you put these into practice? So that's a different question. How can you put it into practice, the answers that you just got from those 4 questions? Okay, so what I can still... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's also nice. Yes. So, what can you do next? You've probably watched number 1, so life path number 1. You've watched this one, the 1, 9, 10. The next one that you can watch, I think you're smart enough to know which one I'm talking about, is the 9. You can watch the 9, and then you can also watch the 0. And 0 is a little bit of a different number, because all the numbers, they can be your life path, but 0 can actually not be your life path, but it can be like I'm gonna call it a supporting life path number. So it's a supportive number, or companion number. That sounds cool as well. A companion number. And it's the only companion number there is. That's only a companion number, because all the others are companion numbers. Except for 11s, those cannot be. Can they be companion numbers? No, because they're master numbers. So they're the only master numbers. So, let's see if there's anything else. So well, you're on the right path. So check out life path number 9 and life path number 0. Yeah, and something that can be nice to do is to review the life path numbers of people, like family, friends, and see what their numbers is, and see if you find any overlap there, and maybe you can understand them a little bit better. So there are some other things that I will be making videos on, and I know these are going to be so many videos, but you're going to be thankful for this. But it's a lot of work. I totally agree. But you only have to watch those that apply to you, and I'm going to make videos on all of them. So there's also a lot of laws that apply. The law of choices, the law of higher will, the law of action, the law of intuition, and the law of flexibility. These are 5 laws. Yeah, 5 laws that apply to you as well. And in this case, if you go over to number 9, number 9 has some of its own laws as well, and number 0 has some of its own laws as well. So I'll have to make some kind of diagram where you can see this is everything you should watch if you are a 1, 9, 10. All right, so these 5 I just said, you can look them up. I will link it somewhere because it's just too much to just keep in mind and to remember. All right, so that's it, I guess. Yeah, that's it for the 1, 9, 10. Thank you so much for watching. This video is way longer than I thought, so this is gonna be my life for a while. But I have to say, I do like this, and I'm curious to see what will happen once I get to the numbers that I don't know as much about, because I can't really elaborate on it. But this is cool. This is nice, and yeah, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to stay up to date. And I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys next time.